This is the Islamic civilization, spread across modern-day Europe to Persia. Over 1.9 billion people follows the religion of Islam. This are the most significant invention from Islamic Empire. Number 1. Algebra. One of the most foundational pillars of modern mathematics was developed by the Persian scholar al-Khwarizmi in the 9th century during the Islamic Golden Age. His groundbreaking book, The Compendious Book on Calculation by Completion and Balancing, introduced methods for solving linear and quadratic equations using abstraction and general rules. This was a major departure from the problem-specific arithmetic of earlier cultures like the Greeks or Indians. Algebra derived from the Arabic word al-jabr, meaning reunion of broken parts. Without algebra, we wouldn't have fields like physics, economics, or computer science. Number 2. Algorithm. Alongside algebra, al-Khwarizmi also introduced the concept that evolved into what we now call algorithms. His systematic approach to solving mathematical problems using clear, repeatable steps became the foundation of algorithms, a term that evolved from the Latin version of his name, algorithmi. Today, algorithms run our digital world, from Google searches and social media to artificial intelligence and robotics. What al-Khwarizmi introduced as a method to simplify complex math has now become the logic behind modern computing. Number 3. Hospital. While healthcare existed in earlier civilizations, the Islamic world revolutionized it by developing the modern hospital system. The first truly organized hospital was established in Damascus around the year 705 CE, and soon after, more elaborate institutions were built across Baghdad, Cairo, and other major cities. These weren't just places to treat the sick, they were also training centers for medical students, included libraries, and provided free healthcare to everyone, regardless of wealth or status. Patients were admitted to different wards based on their illness, much like modern hospitals today. These bimaristans, as they were called, set the model for both Islamic and European medicine for centuries. Number 4. Optics. Another towering figure in Islamic science was Ibn al-Haytham, often called the father of optics. Living in 11th century Cairo, he challenged ancient Greek theories about vision. At the time, it was believed that the eyes emitted rays to see objects, but Ibn al-Haytham proved, through experimentation, that vision occurs when light reflects off objects and enters the eye. Even more importantly, he laid out the foundations of the scientific method, a process of hypothesis, experimentation, and conclusion that is the basis of all modern science. His work influenced Renaissance thinkers like Kepler and Newton and continues to be a guiding principle in scientific research today. Number 5. Surgical instruments. In 10th century Spain, a physician named al-Zarawi, known in the West as Abulcasis, compiled a massive encyclopedia of medical knowledge that included detailed illustrations and descriptions of over 200 surgical instruments. Many of these tools, like forceps, scalpels, and surgical needles, are still in use in some form today. He also pioneered techniques in stitching wounds, performing cesarean sections, and treating fractures. Number 6. Universities. Long before universities like Oxford or Harvard were founded, the Islamic world was already home to centers of higher learning. One of the earliest was the University of Al-Qarawiyyin, established in 859 CE in Fez, Morocco, by a woman named Fatima al-Fihri. This institution offered degrees in subjects like theology, mathematics, astronomy, and law, and attracted students and scholars from across the Islamic world and beyond. Unlike earlier religious schools or informal academies, Al-Qarawiyyin functioned much like a modern university with structured curricula and diplomas. This Islamic model directly influenced the rise of European universities centuries later. Number 7. Coffee. Believe it or not, the world's obsession with coffee started in the Islamic world. Sufi monks in Yemen began using the beverage in the 15th century to help them stay awake during long nighttime prayers. From Yemen, coffee spread to Makkah, Cairo, and Istanbul. When it eventually reached Europe in the 17th century, it was called the wine of Islam. Number 8. Camera. Ibn al-Haytham's curiosity about light and vision also led him to experiment with a device called the camera obscura, a darkened room or box with a small hole that projected an inverted image of the outside world onto a surface inside. He used it to explain how light travels in straight lines and how the human eye works. This concept eventually led to the invention of modern cameras. The word camera itself comes from the Arabic kamara, meaning a dark room. Number 9. Crankshaft and mechanical engineering. In the 12th century, the brilliant engineer Al-Jazari created a wealth of mechanical devices that were far ahead of their time. One of his most important inventions was the crankshaft, which transformed rotary motion into linear motion. This mechanical concept is the core of modern engines, from car engines to the factory machines. Al-Jazari's work also included programmable automata, water-raising machines, and elaborate clocks. His book, The Book of Knowledge of Ingenious Mechanical Devices, served as a reference for engineers for centuries. Many consider him the father of robotics and mechanical engineering. Number 10. World maps and geography. Muslim scholars greatly advanced geography during the Islamic Golden Age. Al-Idrisi created one of the most accurate medieval world maps in 1154, based on reports from travelers. They calculated the Earth's circumference, developed latitude and longitude, and mapped trade routes. Their work shaped both Islamic and later European exploration. If you like this video, then subscribe for similar ones in the future.